What if eating less often helped you lose fat and live longer? Intermittent fasting unlocks fat loss and longevity. Let's get started.
You've probably heard a lot about intermittent fasting, right? Well, it's getting super popular, and for good reason. The benefits go way beyond just weight loss. Some of them are truly magical. So today, we're going to break down not just the incredible perks, but a clear, step-by-step plan to help you get some serious results. All right, first things first, let's talk about the perks. And honestly, some of these are mind-blowing. For starters, it's totally free. In fact, you'll actually save money. And it's so simple because you're not adding some complicated new thing to your life. You're just not doing something for a little while. And get this, we're talking about huge potential benefits like living longer, getting smarter, and slashing your risk for major diseases. It's a pretty powerful list. Okay, so there are a couple of, let's call them drawbacks to all this success. You might actually lose so much weight that you have to buy a whole new wardrobe. Oh, the horror. And since you're not going to be thinking about food all day, you'll have all this extra time on your hands. A tough problem to have, right? Okay, this next part is absolutely crucial to understand. Intermittent fasting isn't a diet in the way we usually think about it. See, it's an eating pattern, and that little distinction changes everything. So what does that mean? It means it's all about when you eat, not necessarily what you eat. It's about you finally taking the wheel, putting you in the driver's seat of your own body and your own health. And this right here just nails the whole concept. Think about it, right? Who's usually driving your decisions about food? Your cravings. And let's be honest, your cravings are kind of like an insane driver who only wants to go to the donut shop or the chip aisle. With intermittent fasting, you're the one who grabs the wheel. You decide the destination, which, is better health. So how does this actually work on a biological level? It's surprisingly simple, and it all comes down to one rule. Every single time you eat, even a little snack, your body releases a hormone called insulin. Now, insulin's job is to manage blood sugar, but here's the catch. When insulin is up, your body is in fat storage mode. It literally can't burn fat for fuel. So by eating less often, you keep those insulin levels down for longer. And that's the magic switch that tells your body, hey, it's time to start burning that stored fat for energy. Okay, that all sounds great, right? But how do you actually do it? Well, the good news is you don't have to jump into the deep end. We're going to walk through a really simple, gradual plan that makes it super easy to get started. It all boils down to 4 simple stages. We'll start with something you can literally do today, and then we'll build on that, letting your body get used to it every step of the way. Okay, stage 1. Ready for this? It's just stop snacking. Think about it. If you eat 3 meals and 3 snacks, that's 6 insulin spikes a day. By just cutting out the snacks and sticking to your 3 main meals, you're already making a huge difference. That's it. Just do that until it feels totally normal. All right, once you've mastered stage 1, moving on to stage 2 is incredibly easy. All you have to do is skip breakfast. So, for example, if you eat your first meal at noon and your second one at 6 p.m., boom, you've just created a 6-hour eating window and you're fasting for 18 hours. See how simple that is? Now, once that 18-hour fast feels like second nature, you can kick things up a notch for even better results. This is stage 3. You just squeeze your eating window a little tighter. So maybe you eat at 2 p.m. and then again at 6 p.m. Now you've got a 4-hour eating window and a really powerful 20-hour fast. And that brings us to the final stage, which a lot of people aim for, OMAD. That stands for 1 meal a day. Now, the point here isn't to starve yourself, not at all. It's about getting all your nutrition packed into one big, satisfying meal. Why? Because that 23-hour fast is where some incredible stuff starts to happen. We're talking deep cellular cleanup, a boost for your immune system, better brain health. You're even tapping into genes linked with a longer life. It's pretty amazing. Okay, so you've got the basic plan down, but what if you want to supercharge your results or just make the whole process a little easier? Let's get into some simple tweaks that can give you a really powerful boost. All right, here are a few pro tips to keep in your back pocket. First, try adding some healthy fat like avocado or nuts to your last meal. It'll help you feel full way longer. Also, eating a big salad with some olive oil and vinegar before your main course can really help with your insulin response. And of course, sipping apple cider vinegar and water is a great trick. Then, if you really want to level up, you can think about adding in exercise, maybe a healthy keto diet, or even trying a 48-hour fast once a week or so to really maximize those benefits.
And speaking of simple things with a big impact, check this out. We mentioned apple cider vinegar. Putting a little in your water is a fantastic way to help lower blood sugar and insulin. Cinnamon is another powerhouse for regulating blood sugar. And you know what else helps? Just getting some sunshine. Vitamin D plays a huge role in how well your body handles insulin. Okay, this is a killer tip, especially for anyone doing one meal a day. Try to have your meal no later than 3 in the afternoon. Why? Because eating late can really mess with your sleep. And here's the connection. Better sleep means lower cortisol. That's your stress hormone. And lower cortisol means your body can burn fat way more effectively. It's a simple change, but wow, the payoff is huge. So there you have it. You've got the roadmap now. You know why it works, you know the incredible benefits, and you have a clear step-by-step plan to follow. Really, the only thing left to do is to actually start. So I guess the real question for you is, are you ready to take back control? Are you ready to get in the driver's seat and see what this is all about for yourself? Look, don't overthink this. Don't wait for the perfect moment. This really could be the thing, the solution that you've been looking for. The only way to find out is to just get started with it.
Thanks for watching Your Health Journey Matters. Subscribe for more science-backed strategies to lose weight and live longer.